I have cucumber on the other side of the trellis, and I want to show you what the cucumbers are doing. They're attaching to the sunflower. Look at the cucumber here. Look here. They're all mixed between the trellis and the sunflowers. Beautiful. These sunflowers are very, very strong. So it's gonna be a little bit of everything all combined. That was a good idea. It gives them shade. Look, she's pollinating the flower. Good bees. I have lots of bees here, guys. Let's check on the squash in between. Oh my God, the tentacles. The vines or the squash is coming along everywhere. So my corn there, starting to grow the female organ. This is the male organ. Drops down and pollinates the female. Then the stalk will grow. See, this one is more developed. Beautiful. And in between we have the squash. Squash is growing. It's a jungle, guys. I just want to make sure that they don't strangle my corn, because the corn started growing, well, the squash started growing when the corn was kind of small still. So I always go through here. I weed this part every time I can. That way I can walk through it. When I see big leaves, I did plant them too close this year. Never did this before, so next time I'm gonna have a more let more space in between the plants. That way the corn has more space. But this here is avoiding weed. It's compressing the weed, the squash, but at the same time it's compressing a little bit the corn. See what is going on here? I don't want that to happen, so I need to liberate the corn leaves from the squash tendrils. Yeah, it's all good here. I want to make sure this attached to their own plant or some other place, not the corn. Ooh, it's a dust. Look at this one. This one's growing beautifully. That's a squash plant there next to the sunflowers. All these sunflowers are gonna flower very soon. Beautiful, and they attract a lot of insects, so that minimize the insects on my crops, because they go to the sunflowers. Like this beetle here, you see him? If I didn't have the sunflowers, I just squish them with my hands. Never bit me before, so I'm not afraid of it. People put them in water and stuff, but I just squish them, threw them away. What I was saying, a lot of insects go to the flowers, especially the sunflowers, and they don't bother my crops much. So that's a good thing. So if you only have the crops in your garden, then the insects will go just to your crops, to your fruits. But if you have flowers and other stuff, lots of everything, they have a lot of options. It's not just your plants with fruits that they're gonna go and invade. Yeah. This is white and yellow sweet corn. Oh, I noticed a twin squash on the other side. Let's go and see it. So cute. Let's go and find it and show it to you. No, it's not that one. It's this one. This one over here. Check that out. They're working on it. They're pollinating. Oh, look at that. So cute. So I need to harvest some of this broccoli. It's already big enough. I don't want it to go old, like this one's getting too old. See, it's dropping the seeds, so I have to harvest that ASAP. This one's still firm. I have more there, over there. I'm gonna harvest some and mail it to my daughter together with potatoes and garlic and other stuff. This is like a shusha plants. They're beautiful. They don't have a lot of flowers yet, but they're growing nicely. They're very green. These are the other peppers. This is just dirt because it did rain a lot, and the rain runs through the hill and splashes the fruit, but that doesn't hurt the fruit at all. Beautiful leaves. My cachucha pepper plants, lots of them. Let me get this one down. There's a lot of fruit on this plant. They're dirty, but they're healthy. There too. Also, I need to harvest some of the cabbage. I don't want it to get too much damage from the insects. You see those little holes? That's not too big of a deal, but that's the flea beetle that is creating that. But it's fine. Most of them are healthy. Oh, there's a lot of flea beetles there. Yeah, but I need to harvest soon some of the heads. Beautiful one here. Here, that's a good size. There, should harvest that one. Like 5 or 6 that I need to harvest. Yeah. That was a bunny. Huh. There's a bunny living here in my garden. Where are you? Where are you, bunny bunny? I saw you. I saw you. Oh my goodness, the eggplants are so tiny. I don't know where you're hiding. Well, it's definitely a bunny living here in my garden, eating some of the stuff, but we can share. That's fine. I have lots of stuff, so the bunny has permission to eat from my garden. My beets are invaded by weed. Oops. I need to clean all this. They're growing. They're there. Look at them. This is a pretty one. I need to get rid of all this. That's what I'm gonna do today. I'm gonna clean this section here where the beets are, and I'm gonna prepare that section to plant more green beans. Yeah, and I can plant here like sweet chard and more beets. Yeah, I'm gonna do that today. But before, let's eat breakfast. Check this out, guys. This is a tomato plant growing here through the rocks. volunteer from last year. Obviously, I didn't plant this, but I feed my goats after milking with fresh fruit and vegetable. And one seed from last summer managed to survive, and it did start growing here. And look at it, look how green it is. It's flowering already. Just show you how resilient and strong tomato plants are. Sometimes we put too much into it and there's no need. We end up damaging the plants because they can grow by themselves very well. Haven't done anything to this. I didn't want to get rid of it as an experiment to see what's gonna happen, but she's still growing and growing. And I first thought of transplanting the tomato plant to my big garden, but maybe if I do that, it will end up dying. And she seems to like this spot. And I remove a little bit here the rocks, and I can see the roots going down. So it's super amazing. Also, it's been raining a lot, so she gets all the water here that it needs, and the sun as well, as you see. So let's continue to watch the tomato plant to see the development and what's gonna happen in the next few weeks. If it's gonna die, if it's gonna give fruit, I'll keep you posted. But that's amazing, guys.